So it looks like you want to make a new page on utau repository. This is a little complicated since we don't have access to more fully functional templates like the one on Fandom or page creation by form like you would see on VocaDB and utau Wikidot. So, things are a little different here. First, you're going to want to create the page. So, click Special, Create Page. Let's just make a test page and delete it right after. We're going to enter the title of the page. So, let's do test page test. Submit. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit curly brace twice on your left. This will bring up the template search. What you would do next is type in the letters VB. This will bring up all of the voice bank templates. Let's choose the info box. Okay, here is the form to insert an info box onto your page on utau repository. It's pretty straightforward so long as you follow the instructions. For images, you're going to want to format it as follows. 2 square braces, the word file, a pipe, the name of the file, .jpeg, and then a second pipe, 200 pixels. I've made an error here, this should actually be a colon. File colon example.jpg, 200 pixels. Actually, it should be 220. And then you're going to want to put on the artist credit. Next, you're going to want to put the character's gender. Then, the voice type. This field can be customized if none of these drop-down values fit, but if you just want something quick and dirty, masculine, feminine, and androgynous. And you can still edit it afterwards. Vocal range. This is based on choir vocal ranges. So, you have bass, baritone, tenor, alto, mezzo, soprano. Please click one of these and stick to the terms in the list. You can customize the field if you have multiple, but generally, just pick whichever vocal range works best. Then it's the name of the voice provider. And the name of the manager. Next, fill out which languages this character has voice banks in. When applicable, you should put the native language of the voice provider first and notate it as their native language. However, if you just have the one or don't feel like doing it, that part of the formatting is optional. Next, you're going to want to put in the format that this voice bank uses. That would be something like CV, VCV, CVVC, or if your voice bank is only on a platform like diffsinger, simply add diffsinger. If they're on utau and diffsinger, add diffsinger. Same goes for any of the other voice synthesizers we support on this wiki, such as Deep Vocal. Then, just the date when the character debuted. Then the file encoding. This is for utaus that have Japanese voice banks. So, what is the encoding on the files in their Japanese voice banks? Is it in kana or is it romaji? This is where you can note that down. Then, the status for the vocalist. Statuses on utau repository can help users spot when an utau is no longer being distributed, so the page is still left up for archival purposes, but they're not going to find it anywhere on official channels. That is what the status field is for. Active means the utau is being actively developed and supported, and their creator is still active in the community. Or the voice bank is still actively supported in some way, such as bug fixes being put out. Abandoned means the voice bank is still being distributed. However, the user who manages the voice bank is no longer a part of the community, or the voice bank has been just formally abandoned over time, no longer gets any sort of support at all. even if the creator's still in the community. Next up is private, which is for voice banks that simply are not distributed publicly, and then discontinued for voice banks that were once public, but not anymore. Then simply the official website. You're going to want to make sure that you include this bit of text at the front of any URLs you put in here. Hit insert, and it'll put everything into place. Then you're going to want to add the information surrounding the voice bank's general history, any features you want to spell out, that sort of thing. Next up, available voice banks. You're going to want to add this in a nice big heading. Then your next template. This is going to be VB section, VB page section. Make sure you check all of these off. Okay. This is where you're going to want to add a sample if you want one. If you don't, just untick this and follow the file naming format here. Then, what class and language does that the specific voice bank use? Let's say CV Japanese. How many pitches is it rocking? 5. You can use pentapitch for this as well. You can use multi-pitch for anything with more than one pitch, and if you want to be specific, you can notate it. Multi-expression is the same thing, but for appends. Let's say it was recorded at C6 and C1. Any VB extras? Make sure you add that. And tips, tricks. Insert it on in. See how that just auto-populates? You're going to have to do that with every individual voice bank you want to add to your page. Finally, and the easiest of them to fill out is the VB terms section. This is for your voice bank's terms of use. It is highly recommended that you include this part of the template. This is for notating your boundaries with how this voice bank gets used, or the creator's boundaries if it's not yours. Let's say no sexual content, no violent content. If you want to read the full description, just click on more there. We're also using voice bank. Forbidden, 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 forbidden. And then simply another hyperlink to the full terms they use for this vocalist. Then save the page. Congratulations, you have made a page on Utau repository.